What's up, guys? Riviera Customs. This is my 2019 Dodge Ram Sport car review. Figured I'd do this. There's a lot of people doing these reviews, and very interesting thing about it I'll mention later in the video. So we'll step right into it. So we'll do a little walk around. Look at the front. This is the Sport Edition. It's got the Sport hood, the painted bumpers, and the 22-inch wheels, which I think kind of resemble the SRT10. Also changed the bolt pattern of this year. It is using a 6-bolt actually a 6-bolt GM 6x139 bolt pattern. So that's pretty cool, I thought. They got larger brakes this year too. And what I was going to mention to you, I'll also add 5 things I wish I did. So starting with ordering this truck, what I wish I had was the running boards. I wish I got the running boards. These things come with an air ride option and running boards, like an Escalade. They fold up and they come down when you open the doors. So apparently they dropped 230 pounds this year. I believe that's a fiberglass or plastic hood, along with the tailgate here. Tailgate's plastic. You got your reverse cameras, all your parking sensors. They added blacked out tips with the blackout package instead of chrome. Me myself, I'm not a fan of chrome. This one has electronic rear window. If we go inside, this is to the touch. I have the all blacked out interior with panoramic sunroof. And I got the 12-inch screen. We'll get more in detail with that. First, let me mention something. I am, since I was born, Cadillac, GM, and Chevy diehard fan. And this is a very interesting review for you guys because I am a GM, Cadillac, Chevy diehard guy. So this is a good review coming from a guy like me reviewing a Dodge Ram. I had one Dodge Ram in my life, and that was an 04 Hemi Sport, and I liked it. Back then they didn't make them too good with the ride quality and so forth, although the engine is the same, but it does have a different tune this year. Hold on, gotta get my dog. Groot, come on, let's go. Get over here. Leave the neighbors alone. Back to the truck. So yeah, they got all LED all the way around, inside and out. Foldable mirrors, parking sensors like I mentioned, HID headlights. Now, they do have the same engine, like I said, 395 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque, 5.7 Hemi. It's a good motor. I don't blame them why they didn't change it, but let me get some thumbs up in the bottom and some comments I'd like to know on this opinion that I'm about to tell you. My opinion is this truck, the looks of it and everything, they really scream out Hellcat. Do they not? Just look at this front end. Doesn't this front end just scream Hellcat? My opinion is this would have been the perfect model for Dodge to come out with a Hellcat Ram. You know, I'm not too familiar, I could be wrong, but I believe it is a 6.2 or a 6.4 supercharged. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a Hellcat engine would have been awesome in this truck. I really think so, with the exhaust and everything. That would have been a real big selling point for Dodge. So, getting back to the truck, I did get the bed liner, rhino lined. They have extra tie downs, that's that bar there. They have LEDs in each corner that come on simultaneously with those white LEDs there. This is a coil spring suspension all the way around. You do get an option to have the air ride where you can lower it all the way down, lower it all the way up for off-road, and it'll also tip the front end when you go on the highway for aerodynamics. But I didn't want all that because in the future, if that breaks, that would be a very, very big expense to have to fix. So, another thing with it, you got the new Ram logo. It's more chiseled, more sharper edges. That's definitely different. This has a hitch, although I did not notice when I got it that there's ones that come with a trailer brake right here, and I really wish I got that one. And also you can slide this center console back and you got that, and this is where you put your cell phones, and some of them there's a wireless charging system that you can get. I thought that's pretty cool, but I didn't get that. Now this lifts up. This is actually all one bin. This just slides back and forth, and it has a divider here, so that's pretty cool. You got a bunch of information that could be useful. I'm not sure. That's definitely useful. Metric to standard conversions there. I don't know how you would use this on like a job site being in the center console, but it's there. You close that, and you can also open up this. You got your cup holders in the back, you got all your switches up here, you got your open the sunroof, you got your tilt, you got your screen, because there's a whole thing that comes over. I'll show you. Totally closes it, so you're not sitting in a hot box during the summer. That's a nice feature. We'll open that back up, and I believe it'll stop halfway. Yep, and you click it again, it'll open the rest of the way. We also have back here an electric rear glass. You have to hold it, which is pretty cool since you might not want it all the way open, so you're able to stop. And then we got our opening the front half. The back half is stationary, just to take a look at what that looks like when it is open. Kind of pops out there. It sits on top. Close that so I don't get bird shit in my interior. And then one more feature. We have just the tilt. So that's that for the sunroof. We have auto dimming. We got the XM radio here, your FM, AM, your USB, your AUX, your Bluetooth, all that. I'm not totally familiar with the whole thing, but with the 12-inch screen, your AC controls end up here or inside of a menu. With the smaller screen, you get these giant dials down here for your AC control, which I don't really like. Another thing I don't really like is how you shift the truck. I have backed out of my driveway in reverse, and then without looking, making sure there's no cars coming, I went and turned the radio up. Scare the shit out of me, because this has a 9-speaker Alpine system, and it's pretty damn loud. With the subwoofer, I believe, is in the center console, so they say. I'm not too sure, and I don't think it is, because you would think this would vibrate a lot more than it does. So you got all your other controls here on your steering wheel. You can go through them. Temps, miles per gallon, trip. You got your XM can display up here. No stored messages because, and then you got your screen set up, and then your kilometers an hour here in Canada land. Which, another thing I found strange was you can't change that to kilometers. It stays in miles. I haven't yet to find any option to change that, but it doesn't really bug me. I know the conversion. Now, these corners, you can change all 4 corners to see whatever you want in this menu here using this. You can put anything in each one of those corners. So we'll go over here. We got climate. I can't do it because it's not in the run position, but you got cooled seats, medium, low, high, heated, medium, low, high. Here, I'll just click this over one more time so we can do this. So we got that. We got our backup camera. Mine does not come with the 360 degree. Didn't really care for that as long as it had the trailer hitch. I really like this feature for hooking up to the hitches. So that's the camera there, and then you got mirror dimming. It dims the mirror. So that's that and those controls. And we'll X that out, and we will go to our nav. We got a nice full screen nav system. We got our phone with all our recents, our contacts, dial pad messaging, which you can talk to and have it send a message. You got speakers all over on the ceiling, even the passenger and in the back for both passengers. So we got what else here? We got our apps to adjust our cameras, travel link. We got Wi-Fi hotspot in this truck, you know, a bunch of other stuff, pairing, audio controls, all kinds of stuff. Lots of things to go through, and it would take forever if I showed you everything. So we're gonna go back home, click home again, or go back to the radio, and you can personalize this radio to your own standards. You go into that, and then you go back. Let's see here. You go into your favorites, and you can add your favorites all here so that they're all there. You don't have to click through 400 some odd channels in XM. So I think that's pretty cool. Push to start's cool. I like that. You got what I really like to see, which they might have, and I haven't figured out yet, but rain sensing windshield to have the wipers go. What else? We got an extra glove box space up here, and your original glove box down here. If you're wondering about the tape, the dealership tinted the front windows for me before I picked it up, and that's why there's tape there. So we got 2 cup holders here, 2 cup holders there. We got 2 cup holders there, 2 in that door over there. We got nice storage back here. This actually folds up and flips up to have it smaller, so you have more floor room because there's no drive shaft tunnel. We also have, if you flip up the carpet here, that's storage here. And these bins come out. I'll show you on the other side because it has 2 of them. And tie downs for your cargo, because once these seats are up, my coat's in the way. Once these seats are up and that folds flush to there, you got all that cargo room to tie down stuff. They do have the optional reclining seats where you pull a lever here and the seat can recline and tilts the back down, but I didn't get that. I have 4 kids that like to kick my seats, so if I had the option to pull these forward, those would be a lot dirtier, so I don't want those. There's some other speakers, which there's speakers in each door as well, and 3 on the dash. Go around the other side and show you. Oh, there's another cup holder in this door, probably in the other one too. While we're here, I'll show you the soft lift gate. It's not electronic, which you can get one that goes down, but it doesn't go up by itself, so what's the point? And it's really light to pick up. It's effortless. So we'll go over here and show you those bins. So what I really thought was cool, I really like these bins. Like, you go camping, you can do that, pop these out, and bam, they're just good enough for water bottles and pop bottles and stuff like that. You fill it with ice, put your pop in there and whatnot. It won't leak, there's no holes, and it's removable so you can drain it. Also, I don't know what you would use it for, but there's inches ruler on that side and millimeters on this side of it. Not sure what you would use that for. The truck's talking to me. Not only in the front, you see down there in the bottom right of the
new text message from Dad.
My dad. You got some micro USBs.
New text message from Dad.
Right there. Some bigger USBs there. And in the front you have the AUX as well. You can see right there. So that's my little review coming from a Chevy guy. And like I said, the things that I really wish they did was, for one, if they made a Hellcat version, I would have got that. Guaranteed. That'd be so cool. They made the SRT-10 Ram back in the day. I'd say this model, let me know in the comments below if you agree. Leave a thumbs up to show me you agree that this model would make an excellent candidate for a Hellcat Ram. I really think so. So that's that, and what I really wish I got was the side steps, but besides that, I really don't mind it at all. For a Dodge, Sorry Dodge guys, but for a Dodge, this thing is awesome. 100%. I love it. They did an excellent job on this model. And one more thing to add. I'll add this because I forgot, but adjustable pedals, electronic emergency brake, which you can set when you put it in park. It'll automatically engage. There's tons of other stuff. If you want to know anything, if you're looking to buy this truck and you want to know anything, just leave me a comment and let me know, and I will show you in a video personally to you, no problem. Another thing to add, you got the mega cabs in the old versions. This is technically a mega cab, except instead of making the cab bigger, they made the back door bigger. That's why there's so much space in the back. And this is the shorter version box. It's not a 6 foot, it's a 5 something, which I'm glad it is, because that would be really long. So guys, really appreciate everybody. This isn't normal videos. I'm gonna be getting back on the Regal. Just been really busy, and this was a big decision for me. After I crashed the Tahoe, I didn't want to go buying another used vehicle, and I'm just sick of buying a used vehicle as my daily. I'd rather somebody else have to take care of the maintenance and everything, because I just don't have the time. And this is a very good choice. Really love this truck, and that's coming from a Chevy guy. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. I will be getting back to the Regal, like I said, very soon.